Hermetic conception of the universe. The universe is mental sustained in the mind of the All, the Kalan. The All is one and there is nothing outside of it, no external material since it encompasses everything. It does not reproduce as it would imply, subtracting and transferring a portion of itself, which would amount to multiplication or addition. The primordial substance that the All employs for its creation is its own mind, leading to the conclusion that the universe is a mental creation of the All, and that All is mind. Let us consider another of the principles of the Kabbalan, the principle of correspondence, which postulates as above so below as within. So without, this maxim alludes to the relationship between the micro and the macro, the minute and the vast, and the individual and the totality. Therefore, the only way a man can create without external materials and without reproducing is mentally, just as the All creates the universe mentally. Similarly, man creates mental images through his imagination. The principle of gender, like the other principles or laws, manifests during the creation of the universe. God, the Father, the masculine principle, which represents the essence of the being of the All, directs its will towards nature. The Mother, the feminine principle, the essence of becoming, this initiates the process of the universe's evolution, which spans from the most elemental particle to the most evolved beings, including humans. The Self, representing the mind, Father, projects its will and observes the creation of mental images, thoughts, ideas in the Me, the mother mind, which are then manifested in nature. The ancient Hermes used the word meditation, and also contemplation, to describe the process of the mental creation of the universe in the mind of the All. But the most accurate idea would be that of employing divine attention. Attention has a Latin root which means to extend, to stretch. The act of attention is truly a mental extension of the mental energy of the whole. In the All we live, move and exist. Matter is simply matter to us while we reside in the material plane and can exert control over it, as many masters have done to a greater or lesser extent. This is achieved by applying higher forces. We overcome the lower laws by applying higher laws. And only in this way, he who grasps the truth of the mental nature of the universe is well advanced on the path to mastery. Without this master key, mastery is impossible. And the student calls in vain at the many doors of the temple. The Kalan, it is said that anyone who acquires this master key with this understanding finds supreme power. This power grants a person the authority to influence their reality and shape their life dynamically and purposefully. Recognizing this power aligns closely with emerging theories in quantum physics, which explore the interconnection between consciousness and the material world in the field of quantum physics, which delves into the fundamental aspects of our universe. There is a growing recognition of the impact of the mind on reality, and the role of the observer in what is experienced as reality. This points to the mind and imagination as integral components in shaping our experiences and the world we perceive. The observer effect in quantum mechanics suggests that observation can influence the properties of a quantum system, indicating a deep connection between consciousness and the physical world. This relationship implies that the human mind, through processes such as observation and imagination, plays a significant role in how reality manifests at the quantum level. It shows us that the universe is more connected to our thoughts and observations than previously thought, pointing to imagination along with focused attention and intense emotion as a force with the potential to influence and create reality. In other words, imagination and consciousness have a more direct influence on the physical world than traditional science has recognized. The quantum double-slit experiment revealed that at the subatomic level, when particles were shot through two slits without being observed, they behaved like waves showing an interference pattern. In other words, the particle passed through both slits simultaneously and interfered with itself, creating a pattern similar to that formed when two stones are thrown into water at separate locations. However, when observed, the particles passed through only one of the slits and behaved like particles. Reality exists as probability, and only with the act of observing through consciousness does the wave collapse and define one of the possible options. The notion that the universe is composed of probabilities and is influenced by the observer aligns with the concept of a mental universe. And that imagination as a form of focused thought, of concentrated attention, plays an important role in shaping our reality. These ideas offer a more integrated view of the universe, where the mind matter and what is called spiritual or divine forces are closely linked. Neville Goddard, in a lecture he delivered in 1969, titled Imagination, affirmed, "You imagined yourself in this world and you will imagine yourself out of it. You came into this world with a purpose, and when the purpose is fulfilled, you will detach yourself from it and return to the being you were before descending to this world. Man is all imagination and God is man and exists in us and we in him. The eternal body of man is imagination, and that is God himself, as we are told in the scriptures. Do you not know that you are the temple of God? And that the Spirit of God dwells in you? Corinthians 3:16. If God is spirit and his essence resides in us, we cannot fragment that essence into different forms. God is spirit and his spirit dwells in me. Now, by discovering the nature of that spirit within me, I seek a more personal term to name it. Finally, I find it in imagination, which is the very manifestation of God within me. If all things are possible for God, and I can believe in those possibilities for myself, then it is my responsibility to discover how to believe in it completely. The scientific process of manifestation through this divine power. What Neville calls the secret of God is deeply rooted in creativity and imagination. The imaginative process is not only about generating new ideas, but also about evaluating and refining these ideas for deliberate creation, rather than living in a reflection of reality that occurs by default. And apart from us, the concept of imagination as a totally creative force, especially in the context of deliberate manifestation, is supported by various theories and practices. These theories integrate the principles of quantum physics and the role of the subconscious mind. The role of the subconscious mind in generating intuitive ideas supports Neville's notions about the power of imagination. While we are not actively thinking about them, the subconscious continues to process problems, leading to sudden ideas and creative solutions. Additionally, there is the theory of Jean-Pierre Garnier-Mail, suggesting that each of us has a quantum double. This quantum double, freed from the constraints of time and space, can explore various probable timelines and transmit information to us through intuitions, sudden responses, or synchronicities. The subconscious, as a storehouse of all our experiences, influences our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Imagination in turn relies on the subconscious to generate new ideas by combining and reconfiguring stored memories and experiences. This relationship between imagination and the subconscious is crucial in the creative process, shaping not only our mental perceptions, but also ultimately, our experience of reality. The active manifestation process should begin as follows. First step: visualize what you want to manifest in your life through your imagination. Immerse yourself in the scene you have created, bringing that future quantum probability into the present moment. Immersing yourself in the scene, as if you were experiencing it, make it real and vivid, visualizing every detail. Second step: tune in to the feelings and emotions of your visualization by feeling it intensely. We change our vibrations, aligning our mental and desired reality with the feeling that the desire is already fulfilled. Third step: coherence. It is essential that there is coherence between the mind and the heart working together in harmony. You can imagine your mind as an antenna tuning into the frequency of your desire, and your heart as a source of magnetic energy that amplifies that frequency and exerts an attractive power on the object of your desire. That is why it is very important to be aligned with our higher self and for our desires and aspirations to arise from the deepest part of our hearts. Without this coherence, we will hardly see the desired results in our reality. Visualization may take a few minutes of the day, but it is important to maintain the state of inner fulfillment for as long as possible, avoiding falling into feelings of lack or anticipatory anxiety. As you persist and live in a state of faith and carefree, without relying on the reasoning of physical senses, you will give enough time to your higher self or quantum double to process the information and reveal to you the path that will lead you to manifestation, through intuition, sudden insights or hunches, and also through synchronicities. This process involves a mixture of conscious activities, where it will be necessary to take action, and subconscious ones which will come unexpectedly. Moments of inspiration often occur when the conscious mind is not actively seeking solutions. Highlighting the role of the subconscious mind in the creative process. Neville Goddard firmly believed in the power of visualization and emotional connection with our desires to manifest them in reality. According to his teachings, imagination is the creative force that shapes our experience, while consciousness acts as a shaper of our external perceptions. This approach, rooted in the conviction that our mental images influence our reality, aligns perfectly with the Hermetic conception of the universe. From the principles of the Kalan to the new currents of quantum physics, the supreme power of the human mind and its ability to core reality are highlighted by recognizing and harnessing this power. We can dynamically influence our reality by exploring the depths of our subconscious mind and connecting with our higher self. We open ourselves to a vast field of possibilities. Imagination and consciousness thus become powerful tools for shaping our experience. By aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our deepest desires, we can materialize our dreams in the tangible world. In summary, the understanding that everything is mind and the practice of conscious visualization allow us to exert significant control over our lives and create the reality we desire.